Nothing we say is investment advice. Please pause on all 3 pages of this disclaimer and read it. Greetings, Algo artisans. If you tuned in this morning, you saw me take this trade, and it's a 3.83 to 1. That means if I risked $100, I made $383. Now, I didn't share the stop loss and take profit on here. I did share it with the Algo Factory private members in the private chat. Now, this is all for educational purposes, including for the Algo Factory members, but the receipts are there, and if you watch the following video, you get to see how I did it and what I did. Also, if you want your own algo, click the link in the description and we'll send that over to you right away. In the meantime, enjoy the video. It's edited so it's quick and you just get to see me, my thought process, how I took this trade, how I managed it, and how I also protected my capital. Enjoy. I'm looking at USDJPY, identified a possible decent trade, but we got some issues on the higher time frame. You're going to have to be very, very cautious here. This is at a critical point where it actually could flip back up as well, just based on the algos. So we're at a time when, patience is key. You just have to kind of hang back and let that be. But it's starting to kind of give me a nice move back up that I was waiting for. Maybe it might go down a little bit more, but it might also pop up and give us our entry too, right? So we'll see. Just have to watch it. Now we might be getting ready for a scalp up. We're going to see. Yeah. See how that's going? We're right there. So I'm going to go ahead and take this long. Now we're probably going to see price break this double top because this is a breakout trade. But if I can get on the low time frame, whether it breaks above or not, if I can get a move up, nice pullback, and like that, stop will go to entry. That means that price has to break above here, which is going to indicate we're seeing a breakout. And remember when I said buying the bottoms? Remember when I drew like this, buying the bottoms? Look at that. There it was right there. Algo pinged in the trade. Yeah, if this move continues up, stop will go to entry. And this is what we get when we wait patiently for the right trade, right? Jumping into some stupid trade. Oh, it's going down. Yeah, right. Everybody you went short right there got murked. Okay. Yeah, we're getting that breakout. It's happening. You send the target stop loss info to Algo Factory members. They're not to be trading this. They're just to be watching it for their own educational purposes only. Okay, stop is now to entry. This is a free trade. Let me just do a little teaching moment before I get out of here. So let's just say this was price, right? Going like this. And then you get to break out like this, right? So let's say that I entered like right here. Looks a lot like the trade we're talking about, right? Stop loss is down here, take profits somewhere up here. Well, once I break out of whatever the consolidation was, when in reality it was actually more like this. Yeah, kind of a tighter wag on that. Once I get a breakout, especially after price does something like this, where it fights up here and then breaks out. Once I break out above this little hill that's created after the breakout, because it can come back down and grab liquidity. In fact, I think that's what it did. Once I break out up here, stock goes to entry. Once I get a breakout and then you get the pullback, a bounce like that, stop goes to entry. Or sometimes you don't get that pullback. Sometimes you don't get this little pullback and price just goes up. Well, at some point there's going to be a mini pullback, even if it's on a lower time frame. It just might not happen. Like it might go more like this, or like this, whatever it is. When I get a pullback and a break of that, stop goes to entry. That way, if I don't want to sit and watch and be glued, then I do what I just did. I'm giving away free trades, but not all the metrics, right? So, you're not supposed to trade these, but I'm giving away certainly free education because here's how I took the trade. I told everybody I'm going in right here. Where did it go? It went up, right? So that's something to pay attention to. Because again, this is all for educational purposes, but just did it live in front of you. I mean, this is already a nice win. I mean, let's just say I had a conservative stop loss, right? Let's say it was like, down here. I'm already sitting at what is this? A 1.5 to 1 win. That means that with this particular situation, if I put in $100, I'm already 150 in profit, like right now. Technically $125 in profit. Putting in 100, and it peaked at about 150. So putting in $100 to yank out 150, and it took let's see, I entered the trade in this case at about 852. It reached the 150 profit at 920. So that's $50 in 30 minutes, and that's a small, $100 is a small entry, right? Who's making $50 in 20 minutes or 30 minutes? $100 an hour, and that's just tooling around. It's not even real money, and that's a pretty conservative stop loss, right? So, understand that this is a big deal, and if you're not doing this, then you're sitting at home, and I don't know what to tell you, man. So, I did this yesterday, and I won 2 out of 3 trades, so that was good. 2 out of 3 is fine. I mean, that's killer. My trades tend to be lopsided to the top side, so meaning my risk to reward tends to be much greater than 1 to 1, right? This particular trade's a 4 to 1. It's a big one. And so when I win big. I win bigger than I lose, just put it that way. So, but I will update in Algo Factory as I make my moves, right? So actually put that on, I left that in mind. As I continue to manage my trade, I'll update you guys in Algo Factory what's going on with that. This should continue up. Just might see some pullbacks. Stop could go to entry. All these things can happen, but this is probably going to continue up. We'll see about it. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Who cares? More trades. But I think this will be it for today. So thanks for watching. Catch you on the flip side. Peace in the Middle East.